All right, everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Replacing Russ. Title's being workshopped, but we like the name, it's catchy. We are going to be replacing Russell Wilson as the starting quarterback and the franchise quarterback of the Denver Broncos. I played through one full season with Russell Wilson as the quarterback, the primary quarterback. Here are what his stats looked like. 58% completion percentage. He threw 18 interceptions. He did throw for 3,400 yards, but we expect more out of our multi-million-dollar man. Only 215 yards per game, rating sub 100. He took 20 sacks as well. And our backup, Jarrett Stidham, only had a 48% completion percentage and threw 4 interceptions. So, as you can see, Russell Wilson is on the decline, and we will be replacing him as the quarterback. We had a 6-11 record. That is good enough to put us in the 6th spot in the draft. If you look here at the standings, the Chiefs obviously the 1 seed. So the Seahawks will be picking first. The Rams, Browns, Bucks, Lions, and then us. So we are the 6th pick. Went 6-11. We can look at the college players real quick. So there are 5 quarterbacks in the top 12. So big reason for replacing Russell Wilson is the incoming crop of quarterbacks. We have 5 first-round projected quarterbacks. As you can see, I've already favorited a couple of them. Like our guy Philip Holcomb here from Tennessee. He is looking decent. He's got great to elite throw power, great to elite strength. The speed is a little bit slow, but that's totally fine. We got guys like Imani Huff here, good to great throw power. Really nothing jumps off the table here. I'm excited to see the combine numbers for these quarterbacks. We got Bryson Whitley from Rice, just solid to good throw power, decent to solid speed. He's just a solid player. Most likely going to be a little bit like a late first round pick, not someone that we're overly interested in. Taylor Bigbie here, great to elite acceleration. Solid to good speed, solid to good throw power. Decent quarterback. Not anything crazy. The crazy thing is here, this is what's crazy. We have 2 first-round projected quarterbacks that both went to Tennessee. We have Philip Holcomb here as a top 5 guy and Taylor Bigbie also from Tennessee. So I don't think Madden really factors into account the school that you go to when putting out quarterbacks, but that's totally fine. I think we got a couple Arizona State quarterbacks on here as well. We also have a guy from Alcorn State, which is kind of interesting, but he has F throw under pressure. So, guy that I like here is Logan Henry from Wisconsin. He has a 3/4 throwing motion, does the things, but he has great to elite speed, great to elite jumping, great to elite acceleration, decent to solid throw power, so we'll see what that's like. But some of these quarterbacks in this class are looking real good. I'm excited to see. And then the number 1 overall guy, Marquise Blair, 21 from Penn State, good to great throw power, really nothing else jumps off the table, solid to good, change of direction. But yeah, so the quarterbacks look a little okay. But yeah, we'll start stemming into the offseason here. We'll take a look at the playoff bracket here. I did notice this, and I wanted to point this out. Hilarious that the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals both made the playoffs when both teams are bad and most likely tanking. Well, the Cardinals for sure tanking in real life post their trades, but the Texans also made the playoffs, so that's an interesting trade as well. The Cowboys and the Chiefs are the 1 seeds in each conference. And yeah, it's going to be Chiefs-Cowboys. The 1 seeds go to the Super Bowl. Of course the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. Let's see if we got any Pro Bowlers here. Let's see. Any Pro Bowlers? Any Pro Bowlers? Who we got? Who we got? Hey! Drew Sanders, Rookie of the Year linebacker. He is going to be in the Pro Bowl as well. That's our only Pro Bowler. That's pretty wild. Another reason why we're going to be looking to replace Mr. Russell Wilson here. If you come to the awards section we look at the yearly awards here. Obviously, Mahomes won the MVP, yada, yada, yada. Offensive Player of the Year, Russell Wilson not in the top 10 of the AFC. Also, Von Miller won the Defensive Player of the Year. Wish he was on the Broncos. Offensive Rookie of the Year here, Marvin Mims finished 6th in the voting. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Drew Sanders won, with Riley Moss and J.L. Skinner also finishing inside the top 10. Riley Moss had an insane year. We'll get to that in a second. But this is about the quarterback. This is about Russell Wilson. This is about him not living up to expectations. As you can see, he did not even make the list of the top 10 best quarterbacks in the AFC. So really down year from Russell Wilson. We were looking to get back to the playoffs. That was our season goal at the beginning of the season. We did not make the playoffs, obviously. 6-11, borderline top 5 pick again. So we're going to be moving on, and it's just a matter of which quarterback that we take. It looks like it's Super Bowl week here. We already looked at the yearly awards. Let's upgrade our players here. Drew Sanders is going to get additional points, as I mentioned, for being Rookie of the Year. Let's take a look at his stats here. 144 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, a sack, a pick. He also forced a fumble and had 6 deflections. So hell of a rookie year for Drew Sanders, Defensive Rookie of the Year. So he's going to get some extra bonus points here. I think I'm going to upgrade. I want to keep him well-rounded. I think he's a really good player. I want to get his power up. I think that's going to be big for his development as we get +2 tackle on that. And I think we're going to go with, run stopper again. I need him to stop the run. There we go. +1 strength, another on the tackle as well. So his ratings are looking like this: 84 speed, 84 tackle, 76 block shed, 83 hit power. That's your Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's Drew Sanders, and he is a beast. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl here. All right, 2023 season recap. Let's take a look at that, although I already kind of went over that. There you go. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Drew Sanders right there. And we love to see the Kansas City Chiefs losing in the Super Bowl. Stephon Gilmore was the Super Bowl MVP. Don't see a defensive MVP very often. Also, the NFC Offensive Player of the Year was Brandon Ayuk, which is kind of wild. And Bijan Robinson takes home Offensive Rookie of the Year. So, we're on to Russell Wilson here. Let's check out who retired. Maybe Russell Wilson retired. Are we replacing him? Can I go team by team? Anybody on our team retired? Nobody retired. Okay. All right. Just auto upgrade those players, get that out of the way, and we're on to the offseason here. So, we need to re-sign players. That's our next step on the agenda, is to re-sign some players here. All right, let's take a look at the mock draft 3. Where does it have us picking? I believe it's 6. Yes, it is. 6th, we have Kaliko Wall as a guy that's that's wild. I think that might be because he's number 1 on our draft board on accident. So Madden, of course, is going to naturally put him up there. Let's look at our favorites here. Yeah, so if I move him down to where he would actually be, which is like right there. I wonder if that changes the mock drafts at all. No, it does not. But it does have multiple quarterbacks going in the top 5, which is concerning, right? Because we want to take our quarterback. So are we going to have to make a move up inside the top 5 to grab one of these guys that we like? We see our guy, our number 1 quarterback. Our number 1 quarterback. It doesn't even look like he's projected a first-round pick anymore. And that's Holcomb. So we have Marquise Blair and Imani Huff going 1-2. So we see Imani Huff as more of a round 1 to 2 talent. So that's interesting there for sure. All right, mock drafts don't mean anything though. Teams are going to take their guys, and we are going to take our guy as well. Let's look at our guys we need to re-sign real quick. We're going to have a complete overhaul, so we're accepting Patrick Surtain's option, guaranteed, 100%. We're going to go ahead and let Lloyd. I think we're going to let Troutman walk. We're going to let Jonas Griffith walk. We are going to let Albert O walk. PJ Locke also walking. I believe all of these guys are just going to be guys that I did not re-sign during the regular season. And we have a lot of draft picks. I will run through some trades that we made to acquire some more draft picks. So we're losing a lot of our O-line depth, although we did trade for a center. I kind of want to bring back William Sherman, although I don't know if a year for a backup guard is going to be the move. All right, we're going to get rid of Purcell. He's old. I tried to trade him. Kareem Jackson tried to get traded. J.L. Skinner's going to start at safety now. We do not need a fullback in Michael Burton. Brett Maher, he was one of the best kickers in the league, but I think we're going to try to get someone else in the building here as Brett Maher was cut in real life. So do I want to go? Let's see if we can offer. Let's get him a $300K bonus and $1.2 million. Let's see if he wants it. I don't have the salary cap room to make this offer. Okay, so we're hurting on the cap here. We're going to have to get real flexible with it. All right, the rest of these guys are going to have to go. Here we go. We're going to advance to stage 1 here. We are in the off season now, and it is go time. Let's check out some combine results, baby. This is what we want to see from these quarterbacks. We're only looking at these quarterbacks right now. As you can see, our guy Philip Holcomb has dropped all the way down. 11 spots. What happened? He ran a 4.8. He did 19 bench press reps. He has elite strength, elite throw power. 4.46 shuttle. He's just okay. He's got A break sack, A deep accuracy, A accuracy across the board, B play action. His throw power has to be an A, right? I'm not seeing it on the list. I'm surprised that Philip Holcomb is falling down draft boards. It looks like he had a pretty solid combine. Maybe Amani Huff just had an insane combine. No, I mean he didn't. He ran slower than Holcomb. He benched less. 40-yard shuttle was slower. Overall, Amani Huff was worse at the pro day, or I mean at the combine. His D break sack, only C deep accuracy. All right, Amani Huff is not looking like someone that we're going to want to look at. Marquise Blair, again, ran slower than Philip Holcomb. That's why, I mean, Philip Holcomb is looking like the best quarterback in this class. Taylor Bigby, though, probably going to run faster. He's a scrambling type. Yeah, 4.68. That's pretty good. Elite change of direction, elite acceleration. You can see he has a 4.15 shuttle time, which is pretty wild to think about. You can see like guys like Bryson Whitley, they don't have they just don't have the accuracy that Holcomb has. So Holcomb is our top guy. He's the top guy on our board as of right now. We'll see what the rest of the offseason brings us. All right, so as we go to sign free agents here, you will notice that we have negative $11 million in cap space, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to test out the new Madden restructure contract feature, which I think is pretty cool. If you come down here to manage roster, we'll go to NFL rosters. We're going to go restructure Russell Wilson's contract, okay? So if you click on him, scroll all the way down to the bottom here, restructure contract. This is a new feature in Madden 24. Restructuring Russell Wilson will free up $12.7 million in cap space this season. 3.16 will be added per year to the final 4 years of his contract. Okay, so yes, we are going to do that because we will not be able to sign any free agents if we do not. So I was looking and trying to sign some free agents here, and I think we're going to go ahead and restructure a couple other contracts as well. We just restructured Russell Wilson. Right, so now we can move to restructure some of these other guys. on big contracts here. I haven't messed around with it too much, but for example, um, maybe we restructure like Cortland Sutton. Let's see if we can restructure his contract here. So that'll save us 6 million in cap space. Yeah, we're gonna want to do that. Okay, so that's gonna get us at least to be able to sign a couple free agents. Okay, we restructured Russ, we restructured Cortland. Um, let's figure out here who we can sign. So we do not get either one of them. I don't think we signed either one of those guys. Oh, we did. We signed them both. There's no pop-up on the screen that showed that we signed them both, but we did. We got our defensive tackle depth that we desperately needed, as well as another middle linebacker, so we're not forced to take these guys in the draft. So honestly, really huge. Amari Cooper to the Texans. Mike Williams to the Texans. Wow, both. Levante David to the Vikings. Austin Eckler to the Eagles. Bobby Wagner to the Lions. Odell Beckham to the Falcons. Interesting. Here's some quarterbacks we could have signed. Kirk Cousins to the Titans, Baker Mayfield to the Rams, Sam Darnold to the Commanders, Teddy Bridgewater back to the Vikings, Brett Rippon to the Falcons, Jake Luton to the Saints. Yeah, none of these guys we're gonna be the future of the Denver Broncos. So we opted not to sign anybody in free agency. Not that we would have had the cap space to do anything. Anyways, here's mock draft number 5. Who do we have the Denver Broncos selecting here? Manny Branch again. Again, we're going to take a quarterback here at 6. 4 quarterbacks in the top 10. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know why. This dude must be bad. Like, he keeps dropping despite he's having better stats, better accuracy than all of these guys combined. I really don't know why Philip Holcomb is not the number 1 guy. But we're going to take him. I think if he's there at 6, we're going to take Philip Holcomb. We may even explore a trade back if nobody else likes him. So let's hit our private workouts here. And that is a guy we're going to bring in. We know we're going to bring in Philip Holcomb, right? I think we need to bring up Philip Holcomb and Logan Henry because I can see if I can wait. Or really I can bring in all these guys for private workouts, right? Like Taylor Bigbie here. What do we think? 4.62, 4.4, like he's elite acceleration, elite change of direction. He's obviously pretty fast. Why don't we bring in Taylor Bigbie, Philip Holcomb, and it seems like maybe Whitley, because it seems like the other two are going 1-2, and I'm not going to be able to grab them. He just looks solid, right? He's got good throw power. He's nothing crazy, but he's top 5 projected. We know Amani Huff is round 1 to 2 talent. So let's go ahead and bring in these 3 quarterbacks. These are 3 guys I need to see. I want to see which of these 3 quarterbacks is going to be the best. We have Marquise Blair and Amani Huff probably going 1-2. So we'll bring those guys in for private workouts. And yeah, we'll move on to the next stage is the draft. And then I'll take a look at these quarterbacks again. We'll find out what we learned. What did we learn from these 2 quarterbacks? What did we possibly learn from these 3 quarterbacks, that came in? Wow. We know that Bryson Whitley is an undrafted free agent. We know that Taylor Bigbie is a round 2-3 talent. And just as I suspected, we know Philip Holcomb is a round 1 talent. Does not surprise me at all. The quarterback class overall looked a little weak, to be honest with you. And that's showing here with guys that are going top 5 or first round that are clearly have some bust potential. So I'm sticking true to what I thought originally. I think Philip Holcomb is going to be our guy. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start the draft right now. So we're going to see who the Seattle Seahawks are taking here. And they go Marquise Blair. Just as we suspected, the number 1 quarterback off the board goes to Seattle. And the Rams likely to take another quarterback. Amani Muff goes number 2. And we know he's around 1 to 2 talent. So interesting to see. We should not see a quarterback go here to the Texans as they do have. I believe this pick would be the Cardinals in real life. I don't think Madden actually changes the picks for some reason, but I do believe this is the Cardinals pick as well. Could be wrong about that. I'm honestly not entirely sure, but they have C.J. Stroud, and they just made the playoffs, so they're likely not going to take a quarterback here. Yeah, they go Adrian Brooks from LSU. The Bucks could take a quarterback and shock us all, and they don't. They go tight end. They go Channing Aldridge, the all-world tight end, who's probably going to be an X factor or something crazy. He looked really good. The Lions could take a quarterback. Hope they don't. They don't. They go right tackle. They go RJ or PJ Tapp. So here we go. So let's try to trade our pick. Let's see if we have any offers to move back a little bit. We have pick 14 from the Vikings. Is that too far? Pick 14, a fourth and a fifth. We already have quite a few 2024 picks. I'd like to, if we're going to move back, I'd like to move back shorter than that and get some 2025 draft capital. It doesn't look like anyone's willing to move off of their first round picks other than the Vikings and the Patriots as well as the Eagles. But the Eagles, that's too many 2024 picks. We already have quite a bit of those. So I think we're going to stick here, and I think we're going to take our guy. We are going to make our selection here, and you are going to see the future of the Denver Broncos in this 6'5", 229-pound strong arm god, Philip Holcomb. Only normal development, that is going to be a problem, but that's totally fine because look at his speed. He almost has 80 speed, 94 throw power, in addition to A, deep, medium, short accuracy, as well as A, break sack, B, under pressure, B, trucking, and B, play action. I really think Philip Holcomb's going to be the guy. He looks like he could be a good quarterback. He's going to rock the number 8 for the Denver Broncos. And yeah, that's our guy. That is Philip Holcomb. All right, we have our boy, we have our guy, we have our quarterback of the future to replace Russell Wilson, Philip Holcomb. As you can see, the dude looks insane. 94 throw power, accuracy in the 80s across throw on the run, play action. The only thing that's stopping him is his development is normal. But Philip Holcomb seemingly is going to take over for Russell Wilson. He's already 75 overall. Russell Wilson 75 overall. We will have a quarterback competition in the preseason to see which quarterback emerges as a starter, but it would not surprise me if Philip Holcomb is the future of the Denver Broncos. Also running through here, we went ahead and traded up to get a cornerback who's 76 overall. He does have hidden dev. Wanted a man corner opposite of Pat Surtain, so we went ahead and got Jacoby Arrington here. We also went ahead and got another hidden dev guy in the third, Kaliko Wall. He was actually on our draft board. But 87 speed off the edge with 91 agility. He is a pass coverage outside linebacker, but we're going to move him all around the field. He's going to play. He's going to get snaps. We also got some depth at tight end. We took a tight end. We needed a right guard. Some depth on the D-line, O-line. We took another tight end, just have them compete for that third tight end spot. We ended up getting a safety in the 7th round and a D-tackle. All these guys are just depth pieces. We had a lot of late round picks. The emphasis is on the quarterback, though. It's Philip Holcomb. Let's see how he fared against the other quarterbacks. Okay, Marquise Blair went number 1 overall. He's 73 overall. 93 throw power, pretty good accuracy across the board. I do think Holcomb's accuracy is better. His play on the run, all that stuff is better. Speed is better as well. But this Marquise Blair does have hidden development. We also did not get a chance at drafting Imani Huff, who also has hidden development. 93 throw power, really good short accuracy. Speed, again, less than Philip Holcomb. Yeah, I'll take Philip Holcomb over those guys all day. Another quarterback went. Where did these other quarterbacks end up going? All right, Taylor Bigbie ended up going to the Bucks in the second round. Hidden development, 91 throw power. He's a little worse in the medium area, but he does have 83 speed, 91 acceleration, and 86 agility. So, pretty solid pick there, Taylor Bigbie. I still like Philip Holcomb better. We're going to go into the second round here. It's going to go faster. And here we go. The last quarterback we want to look at, well, one of them, Bryson Whitley, normal development. He's a 66 overall, just 90 throw power. We did bring him on for an official workout, and we knew that he was an undrafted free agent potential. Yeah, so not a great get for the Eagles there. I don't think Jalen Hurts is in danger of losing his job anytime soon. Now I want to see where this other quarterback ended up going. Here we go. Logan Henry to the Lions. What a pick. Hidden development, not surprised. 69 overall, playing up. He's got 88 throw power, so a little weak on the throw power, but man, this dude is fast. 91 speed. 91 acceleration, 85 agility, 88 change of direction. He's got an 85 juke, 77 spin. He's going to be more of a rushing quarterback, but we did highlight him in the draft because we knew he had a great to elite strength or speed and change of direction as well. So that'll be good. It'll be interesting to follow these other quarterbacks along their journeys as well. But we got our guy, and we love our guy, Philip Holcomb, the future, the face of the Denver Broncos, the face of a man who does not look 22. He looks 45.